Hello everyone, welcome to the ITLS Academy. Our today's lecture is on the topic equipments, materials, and glasswares required for microbial analysis of food. So let's begin our lecture. During any laboratory practice or any labs, maybe it may be your molecular biology lab or maybe microbiology lab, there is a need of few materials or few glasswares that are required for every labs. Taking the first one is the autoclave of sufficient size and number, used for sterilization of media and for discarded plates, used media, etc., with calibrated thermometer and pressure gauge. Okay, for any experiment that have been performed or that you want to perform in your lab, the first step is to sterilize the all the equipments or sterilize all the glasswares that are being used by you in ongoing experiment. So it can be sterilized by using the autoclave machine, and autoclave machine is generally based on the moist heat sterilization technique, due to which none of the microbes live in their media or in the glasswares, and the chances for contamination is reduced to 99%. The next is the anaerobic jars incubators with equipment and materials for obtaining anaerobic conditions. Sometimes it happens that some of the microbes can only grow in anaerobic conditions. They do not require the presence of oxygen for their growth. That is why there are some jars that are available that should be kept in your lab. For example, you can take the desiccator, which is a type of jar which provides the anaerobic conditions for the growth of those microbes which do not require the oxygen for their growth. Next is the balance sensitive to zero point 0.1 gram with 200-gram load. Okay, for any experiment, there will be requirement of chemicals, which cannot be taken as randomly. That should be weighed properly to accurate quantity, and then the further steps of being performed for the experiment. So for that reason, there is a requirement of analytical weighing balance, which may be sensitive to measure the zero point 0.1 gram of weight to can measure up to 200 gram of load. The next requirement is the blenders and steel jars and lid stomacher. Blenders can be used for crushing the material. Sometimes it happens we need the materials in crushed form. For example, taking for the food analysis, sometimes we have to weigh pulse or moisture, cereals and cereal moisture content. So we have to crush the material. That is why the blend sometimes blender jars are required. The next is the Bunsen burner. Bunsen burner is a common piece of laboratory equipment that produces a single open gas flame which is used for heating, sterilization, and combustion. And by flaming the Bunsen burner, it also creates a safer environment for performing any microbial work. The next requirement is the colony counter. Colony counter is an instrument used to count colonies of bacteria or other microorganisms growing on an agar plate. One variety uses a pencil like rod with a metal tip, which is connected by an electrical connection to the gelled growth media. When it is touched to a colony on the plate, the completion of electric circuit causes an increment of 1 unit on the readout of the colony counter. The next requirement is the dilution and media storage bottle. Sometimes it happens that we make the media, liquid media, in large quantity, but the problem arises to where to store. So some specialized bottles are there for storage of these chemicals and media, and that should be of 120 to 300, 600, and 150, 1500 ml in capacity. These are the capacities of the bottle which have been available in the market and should be available in your laboratories, and so that you maybe get that bottle when you required. The next is the requirement of Durham's tube. Durham's tube are used in microbiology to detect production of gas by microorganisms. They are generally simply smaller test tubes inserted upside down in the under test tube. This small test tube is initially filled with the solution in which the microorganisms to be grown. Next is the requirement of glass test tubes of 16 into 150 mm. Glass test tubes are generally required for performing various small type of experiment or small chemical test for different food materials. The next requirement is the plastic caps for test tubes. Sometimes we need to shake the test tubes vigorously. That is why some plastic caps are also required for the test tubes. The next is the serological test tubes. Serological test tubes are generally used for serological testing of the blood and serum. These are the small test tubes of maybe made of plastic or glass. Next is the hot air oven used for sterilization of glass and metalware. They should have a thermostat range between 150 to 185 degrees Celsius. Okay, hot air oven is required in mainly most of the labs. It generally sterilizes the material glasswares on the dry basis. It is a dry heat sterilization technique based on the dry heat sterilization technique, and mainly two types of hot air oven are available in the market: the static air oven and the forced air oven. Hot air oven are available in the markets. Next is the hockey sticks glass bent rod with fine polished edges of 3 to 4 mm diameter, 15 to 20 centimeter long with angled spreading surface, 45 to 55 mm long, or disposable plastic material. Okay, hockey stick glass band rod is a kind of a cell spreader, or a plate spreader is a hand tool used in biology and other related field to smoothly spread cells and bacteria on the culture plate, such as the petri dish. Next requirement is the Howard mold counting chamber. Howard mold counting chamber is used to make mold counts. It has a rectangle in the center of the slide with flanked shoulders. The cover glass is placed on these flank shoulders to provide a zero point 0.1 mm space between the rectangle and the cover glass. The next requirement is the hemocytometer. Hemocytometer is a specialized slide that has a counting chamber with a known volume of liquid. It mainly consists of a heavy glass slide with two counting chambers, each of which is divided into again 9 large 1 mm square on the edged and silvered surface. Silver surface is spurred by a draw. The next requirement is the incubator. At least 4 incubators are necessary to be adjusted at 30 degrees Celsius, 37 degrees Celsius, 44 degrees Celsius, 55 degrees Celsius of proper size. BOD incubators for temperature less than ambient temperatures. Incubators are generally required to provide an environment to all the medias that are being prepared in the microbiology lab, so that after giving the required temperature, it will be suitable for the microorganism to show their growth on the media plate. So that is, these environment can be provided by the incubator. That is why the incubators are mainly required in the laboratory for doing any microbiological lab work. Next is the inoculating loop and wires. Inoculating loops, also called a smear loop or inoculating wand, is a simple tool used mainly by microbiologists to pick up and transfer a small sample from a culture of microbiology. Example is spreading or sticking on a culture plate. The next one is the magnetic stirrer. Magnetic stirrer is a device that employs a rotating magnetic field to cause a stir bar immersed in that liquid to spin very quickly. Thus, stirring of a liquid is done. Next is the membrane filtration apparatus for sterilizing fluid which are affected by heat. Example sits filter, optional, operationalized membrane filter. Membrane filtration for microfiltration are used primarily for we can say separating a particulate material or microorganism larger than the rated pore size. It can be also used for gases or liquid media. Uh, on filtration of gases, particles are also retained which are smaller than the pore size. Next requirement is the microscope binocular with 900x and higher magnification. A microscope with a head that has two eyepiece lens, typically used to refer to compound or high power microscope where the eyepiece view through a single objective lens. The next requirement is the microscopic slide and cover slip. For viewing any object under the microscope, we need a microscopic slide and a cover slip to cover that particular microorganism. Next one is the requirement of non-absorbent cotton. Cotton is usually required for example, to make a plug of test tube, to make a plug for conical flask, for keeping the media, and also to clean places and various other activities. Next requirement is the petri plates. Now, petri plates are usually of plastic and glass, made of glass. Generally, we consider the Borosil glass in India. Next requirement is the petri plate containers, stainless steel or aluminum with covers for hot air sterilization of glass petri plates. Okay, petri plates containers are required, so that should be kept in that container and can be sterilized, and maybe do not have any effect of heat on that. Next requirement is the pipettes, graduated with 1 5 10 ml total flow type, automatic pipettes with error plus minus 5% with sterilizable, or auto pipetter with pre-sterilized plastic tips. Another requirement is the pipette container, that would be can be made up of stainless steel plastic tips container boxes. Next is the pH meter, the electronic pH meter with accuracy of 0.1 pH unit shall be used. pH meter is a scientific instrument that measures the hydrogen ion activity in water based solution, indicating its acidity and basic expression as pH of that particular liquid. Next is the requirement for refrigerators and deep freezers. Refrigerators and deep freezers are required in almost compulsory for all the labs, because for storing the many chemicals that are not stable at the uh, room temperature, so they are kept in the refrigerators. Somewhat we in between we have to stop any experiment. So for example, taking the DNA, isolation of DNA, we if we want to stop the experiment in between, so we can keep it in a deep freezer or in refrigerator, so that in next day we can continue by taking out that specimen. Otherwise, if we keep it in the room temperature, it will be spoiled off and it will be none of use. Next is the test tube racks and basket to hold test tubes, uh, thermometers. Okay, test tube racks are required generally for containing the test tubes in that. Next requirement is the vortex mixture. Vortex mixture is a device used commonly in laboratories to mix small vials of liquid. It consists of an electronic motor with the drive shaft oriented vertically and attached to a cupped rubber piece mounted slightly off the center. It helps in mixing of a solution. Next is the water bath for holding media at 44 to 46 degrees Celsius, and serological water bath is also required. Water bath is generally used to incubate samples in water at a constant temperature over a long period of time. Another requirement is the laminar flow chamber. Laminar flow, or we can say tissue culture hood, is a carefully enclosed bench design to prevent contamination of biological samples. It provides a safer environment to it provides a safer and clean environment to perform our experiment. Air is drawn through the HEPA filter and blown in a very smooth way, laminar flow towards the users. That is the flow of air is outwards in the uh, hood. The next is the biological safety cabinet level 2. It is a enclosed ventilated laboratory workspace for safely working with the materials that is contaminated with the pathogens, requiring defined biosafety levels. So here are the most commonly used equipments or glasswares that are of utmost importance to be available in all the laboratories. I hope you have understand this and understood the requirements and use of these materials. Thank you for being with us. For more information, please log on to our website www.itlsacademy.com and register yourself for the summer training program.